All right, and welcome to the Anti-Social Media YouTube page. This is going to be our first in a long series. This is going to be a big summer. A long series of movie reviews, TV show reviews. Glad to be launching it with you guys. It's actually going to be called the Table Rant.
Yep.
I think we agreed on the name was the Table Rant. And today, our first movie that we're going to be reviewing, even though we did do the Deadpool 2 review. The first one we're going to do is Solo, and I think the question that needs to be answered is, what the fuck was Solo?
A Star Wars
story. Story. Like, what was Solo?
It was a movie that didn't need to be made.
A story that might have not really needed to be told.
Like, they could have put this in a 6-part miniseries comic book,
A comic book would have been bad. Maybe a YouTube series.
Or just a series of tweets from the Star Wars.
A series of tweets would not have been horrible.
Not the tweets.
And just because, honestly, I think it was. If I told you already, describing the 3 words, it was terrible, but fun.
Yeah.
It was a fun movie, but it just was not a good movie at all. Like, it wasn't boring. It didn't really lag. We'll just start off with some pros. It didn't lag. The action was decent. Acting was pretty good. Woody Harrelson is always going to be a bright spot.
So we're going straight into the pros.
Yeah, we're going to jump right into the pros.
Let me get out my trusty notes.
My pen and my pad. Lando wasn't bad, wasn't good.
He's on my con list.
He's on your con list. Well, he's on my. He wasn't bad. Chewie was good.
Yeah. I literally
Chewie was out there with the shits.
Yeah. I've got Chewie on my pros, and I have the score on my pros. I actually thought the score in this movie, the Star Wars scores always have really good scores, but I feel like this one was really good. Also, I liked Han and Chewie's chemistry. Because usually we have Harrison Ford and the actor who's in that Chewie suit. So with these 2 actors, 2 different people, essentially. So I like the fact that they still feel like really good friends.
Yeah.
I got a brother bond actually.
Yeah.
Because they were just looking out for each other off the rip. He was like, look. You want to get out of here? I'm trying to get out of here. Yeah. Let's make it work. I speak a little bit of that. Let's make it shake.
Okay, language.
Yeah.
I also just want to know, toward the middle end of the film when Chewie meets his brother, and I want to know that one dude that he touches heads with. I'm is that your cousin?
Yeah.
Or maybe just
I think it's just somebody it's like when you see a brother in the streets. You know what? I recognize him.
Okay.
I know me and him are just having to be the same color, so we're friends instantly.
I was halfway expecting Chewie to make a noise, and Han is oh cool, that's your mom. I don't know.
Yeah. How did y'all feel about the robot? What was her name?
L3?
L337, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah.
I just remember him saying L3.
I felt like it was funny, but
social justice warrior.
Oh yeah, of course it was over the top social justice warrior, but I felt like.
Because L3 was look, forget it. Everybody's getting out, okay?
Yeah, I felt like it was. I felt like that was a pro. I didn't think it took away from the movie. Really? Oh goddamn.
What?
I have a weird thing. So
let's not jump into the cons. Well, maybe we might because.
But I think we should. If we're going to focus on the character, then let's just focus on the character.
Okay.
So we can do both the pros and the cons.
Okay.
I felt like she was very social justice warrior, and I didn't realize this until I was leaving the movie and I was driving home, and I was like, wait, I think that might have been the first female droid. Because all the other, we don't really know what gender BB-8 is, but you can just assume.
Yeah. And they're voiced by dudes.
Right, so. And so what's that character's name? What's the droid from Rogue One? K2SO, he was obviously, Alan Tudyk did that.
Yeah.
So I just assumed, every droid is a male. So it didn't throw me off, but I was like, oh, okay. But I just felt why does this robot seem so...
Yeah, why she had hips
and dress.
Super intense.
Why does it matter, though?
She was walking this.
And then she, had her hips out, and I was like, where you going?
She's the only droid that I feel like it was clear, her voice wasn't her voice.
Yeah. I guess you might have just turned a pro into a con. Does it really matter? That she
have a droid.
Yeah, it's a not an inanimate object, but what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That
it's an inorganic object.
That would Inorganic
object. So it's just like, oh, okay, well, it doesn't really matter. But you know, gotta get the social justice warriors there. They're just due. Just like making.
So are you thinking Khan now?
Yeah, it might have been. I mean, I thought she was cool, and then she.
Yeah, she's like half pro, half con.
Yeah.
I thought she was low key, high key funny. Like,
it was funny. It
was
funny when she what was she, revolution for what did she say? Viva Revolution, something. It was like
she's spring rebellion.
Like,
something. It was like that's pretty funny. It was funny when she yelled. I was like, this shit.
It was funny when she was like, go over there and save somebody. Just go.
Right.
Just get out of my way.
Right.
It was one of those things. It's like, women.
Yeah.
I love how bootleg those other drugs were.
Well, here's the thing. Well, I mean,
there's some bootleg. Like, what decade is this?
Right, but here's the thing though. It's just like. Since in the history of Star Wars, between the prequels and the sequels, and I mean the prequels of the first schools and now the sequels, the first schools, when have robots or droids been, and when did this whole inequality thing, like when did that ever?
Never.
Was that ever a thing? Like this kind of like.
I mean, there's always been sold for parts, and in the
when 2018 happened,
right?
Yeah, right.
When
it's like I feel like people forget that this is the Star Wars world. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm black, and I love to see us on movies and TV. However, when it comes to Star Wars, it's like where the fuck were they in 1 through 3, 4, and then 4 through 6? Where were we?
Because they're sure not where we are.
There was one in the first 3.
I never learned about in science class.
There was literally one in the first 3 and one in the second 3, and he was only in 2 of the second 3. So it's like,
literally,
where did we get all these brothers?
The Lando, the Finn, and Mace Windu. Everybody else.
You get one, right? But you get. But I'm talking about like you see the random background players. Like, oh look, there's a black guy. Oh, there's a black girl. Oh look, you know what I'm saying? It's like I like seeing us, but it's just like.
It's black alien.
It's like you can tell that the Lucasfilms and Disney is just trying to appease everybody. And I just feel like when it comes to movies and stuff, and this kind of goes into the social justice warrior thing, it's like y'all are. Do equality for the sake of equality. Don't do it just because you're trying to appease.
Don't try to force it.
Don't force it.
Because I mean, Star Wars it's not new movies. So
no,
a story is a story. So just stick to the story.
Yeah, it's like it's not like this is a new galaxy. It's the same goddamn galaxy. And matter of fact, this is the same galaxy that happened. This is the same time period. I mean, this is the same. Come back to me.
Alright, so let's keep going on my pro list.
Yeah.
I have Emilia Clarke, who played Kira, and Alden Ehrenreich, who plays Han, as my pro.
I thought Han was cool. Kira, no, she was trash.
I'm trying to figure out who's Han. I don't know him anymore.
Yeah, not the same.
Who is he? My sweetie little pumpkin pie.
It's weird because I was watching this and I was like, you know what? If I didn't know who Han Solo was and this was my first time, I'd be like, oh yeah, he's a very charismatic, likable character. Mm-hmm. I think the actor's handsome. I'm actually semi-familiar with that character, not the character, but the actor from a movie that he did in 2016.
Don't care.
Where but I thought he was really charismatic, and I was like, I like this actor. So when he got cast, I was pretty excited about it.
No.
But yeah, if no one told me who Han Solo was, and I'd never seen the movies, I'd be like, this is a cool guy. But knowing about Han and knowing how cool he is and sitting like this and everything, and I'm like,
he was like losing his mind. I gotta get this girl. It's been 3 years. I still gotta find her.
First off, the Han I know would never chase a bitch ever. and matter of fact, Han's number 1 line was after Leia said "I love you," he said "I know." So let's move along. We've kind of we didn't get to the point.
He did have some funny moments though, because when he went with that rock.
Yeah, right. That was. But again, you could tell that this is the same jokey joke stuff that I have an issue with the Marvel films, and you can tell Disney is putting their. Anyway, let's get to the point.
Yeah.
We did not like this movie. It was not good. One of the reasons I hated it, I disliked it, was the fact that everything just seemed convenient. Like, oh, I just happened to run into the one person in this whole planet that's trying to smuggle. Oh, he just happens to know the person that just happens to my ex-girlfriend.
Wait, before you go past that, I just happened to run into this person that's smuggling. It was so dark. How are you? I noticed on this this cloak that you're wearing that unless you heal really fast, I'm like, dude, how can you see that? Because I can barely see you.
Right.
Like the lighting was killing me.
Yeah, that opening shot was pretty intense. What planet was that?
Don't care. We're 10 doesn't matter. We're 10 minutes into this review, and I feel like we're not giving enough anger about how mad.
Oh, let's get together.
About how mad this movie made me feel.
I can't even get back because I'm just laughing at it. Because literally, I laughed at this film.
like
which is not
throughout the
positive.
movie.
Yeah, it's not a positive.
It was just like, oh my god, this movie sucks. But it's fun to watch. It just sucks. Like it's like
they could have, if they never made this movie, nobody would be like, man,
I really want to know what happened.
I missed out on that story.
Yeah.
Like I didn't feel like seeing it made me feel like I gained something, and I didn't feel like not seeing it would have made me feel like I missed out on something.
And before I forget, this is going to be spoilers here, probably coming from here on. I don't know if we did a spoiler just yet, but from here on, it will be a spoiler. And then like it's like I felt like the movie thought it was gonna be bigger than what it was, just simply because.
Yeah, I feel like Han Solo, the character is. I mean, he's always been popular, but I feel like there's been more of a focus on him in the past, 2 or 3 years, because of The Force Awakens, with him being in that film and kind of making a comeback. And then, of course, we have Ben Solo, or Kylo Ren being the son.
Fuck Kylo Ren.
No, I get that, but I'm saying, like, the
No,
name
I just want to go on a rant. This is the name of the name of the show is a table rant, and I want to go on a rant.
Okay.
Everybody wants to make Kylo Ren seem like he's a badass. He has done nothing, and he throws temper tantrums. I think he's a fucking bitch, and I hate him.
Well, he did that cool thing in The Last Jedi
Don't care.
with the mind force
Okay, that was
thing.
trash. All trash. First off, okay, not to go into Last Jedi in too much detail. If Snoke could connect Rey and he could connect Kylo, why the fuck could you not find Luke?
Not only that, but how did you not sense the little goddamn lightsaber?
Oh my god. That said,
Han Solo.
Star Wars is 0-2 for me in the last 2 movies.
3, Rogue One. You don't like that movie?
I don't know.
Wait, you didn't like The Last Jedi?
No, I hated Last Jedi. Last Jedi was definitely a dumpster.
Man, I don't know why I thought you liked it. Okay, going back to something really quick that you said. It is going to be spoilers because this is not, it's not necessarily a review as much as it is a reaction.
Yeah.
So there's going to be spoilers.
I don't know. We got about, I don't know.
Let's talk about the story.
Let's not. The story was just, it wasn't a good story. I mean, that's it. It just was not a good story. It was.
Maybe it just doesn't help me see like how he transitioned to like the super cool guy, because he just seemed like this, like, I'm in everything for love, and I'm doing all, his whole motive was love.
And that's not something we've seen from him.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like the way it ended, I'm like, so how do I meet the guy that I've been knowing all these other movies?
Yeah.
So I mean, Chewie was out there though. He was cool. He was out there.
You meet him through the various muggles and
taking names
and heists that he does, and he just becomes real annoyed and unhappy in the next however many years take place between that movie and whatever comes after this.
I had very low expectations for this movie, but I at least expected that we were gonna see like him do, like we're gonna find out that how he became like the world's best smuggler. I thought he was gonna be doing more like heists or something. Like I don't know, but it just
semi-heist.
It just was like
it got the whatever.
It was
helium.
Yeah, what the fuck is that? Like coax.
We've never seen that before.
It's just like, and then all of a sudden
But what does it do?
What is the fuel? Like we've never had fuel, and then all of a sudden 2 movies in a row we're talking about fuel.
They're doing the Kessel Run, and I'm like, okay, cool. We're finally gonna see how he does 12 parsecs, whatever speed that is. Yeah. And I'm like, so what you're telling me is he only got that way because he got this colexium nitro gas or whatever the fuck that made his ship go faster. He didn't do it because he's a skilled pilot.
Well, he did do it because he was a skilled pilot, though. Because he was able to. They said at that point he was like, "You're gonna need a fast ship, and you're gonna need a skilled pilot to be able to navigate that." So I guess he did have that. But
they also made it a point to say, "Man, kid, you really are a good pilot."
Yeah, right.
So clearly he must be a good pilot.
But why does every single person in the Star Wars mythology have to be a pilot?
Because, I mean, how do you get around?
Because there's no cars.
Let's try and wrap here. We got about.
The point is that this movie didn't need to be made. We're not missing anything if this movie didn't get made. Mm-hmm. We didn't gain anything. There wasn't any other ties to any other of the other larger Star Wars.
Actually, I did want to. I'm glad you said it did. We didn't gain anything because we did gain the fact that as far as the canon goes, Darth Maul is still around.
But like. He hasn't done anything.
Here's the question, though: were they planning on making him a
villain again?
Was he gonna be? Were they planning on making a sequel to this so we can find out what Darth Maul's plan is or what he's gonna do?
Yeah, because he did say we're about to be working.
Yeah. So
in the sequel,
after he took off his hood,
yeah,
smooth.
Yeah, I feel like his hood should be ripped with his horns. But anyway, I feel like they were probably. I feel like the sequel was probably going to show us how Han becomes more. Of the Han.
Well, guess what? Disney get fucked up.
He did mention like that he was gonna go take on whichever one that Beckett was talking about.
Yeah, he's
talking
gonna
about
go
Jabba
to
Tatooine. You talking about Jabba the Hutt? More than likely. But guess what, Disney? You fucked up. You know why? You done lost at least $50 million on this.
Yeah,
So
I was watching this thing the other night, and it said that this movie would have to make at least $500 million to break even, because the budget for this film was $250.
Yeah.
And they've only made like $271 right now.
Yeah, that movie was garbage.
And half of that is marketing. So
yeah. So if we had to put a button on this. We really didn't go in deep detail on what are things that really bothered us about.
It's not important, really.
It's a lot of nitpicky things that kind of like build up to big things. Just for me, the biggest thing that bothered me about this, and I guess y'all can say the biggest thing that bothered you, just everything just lined up so conveniently. Like, oh, he just happens to run into Beckett, who just happens to be smuggling, who just happens to be going to the place where his ex-girlfriend is. His ex-girlfriend just happens to be, we just happen to see Chewie. I just happen to be able to speak the language.
To die, so they just happen to need a pilot.
Yeah, there's like a lot of things just happening. Oh my god, none of us brought this up. The end twist with, what was the name of the group?
The Crimson League?
I don't fucking know. With the little girl. Like, okay, so so it's like y'all been trying to get us this whole movie, but now it's like, oh no, we could be allies. Like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah,
what is this shit?
And her group of,
but they call them like pirates or something.
Yeah, I was like, no, we're not marauders. If y'all don't shut y'all dumb asses.
But allies to who? Who is this redhead chick?
So they were trying to inject as much rebellion as possible.
Garbage. What bothered you the most?
Who is this redhead? These close-ups on this. I still want to know, who are they allies to? I've been asking that question since they said it. Who are they allies to?
I guess the rebellion, which is confusing to me because
and who's her mama?
Han was like anti, like, I'm not doing that shit in the movie, in the what's it called movie. Yeah.
I just don't understand the point of the film. That's all. Like
it didn't need to be made.
Like it didn't need to be made, and like you said, the convenience of like, we're going to this place and that person's there. We're going to that place and that person is there. But other than that, that's it.
Okay. So. To close out the show, I think we're going to, you know what the Rotten Tomato score is, and we're going to compare what we think the Rotten Tomato score should be, and we're going to react to that, and we're going to let y'all know our ranking scale for the movie. So if I had to put a number on it, I probably would say Rotten Tomatoes would give it a 43. I'm going to go 43. What do you think?
I'm not going to go that low because... It wasn't that it sucked. I'm gonna say something really random, like 62.
It's actually 71%.
Fuck no! Hell no!
It's a pass, but just barely.
No, hell no! See, Disney, y'all do too much. People too scared to not review, to negatively review Disney. Period. I just So our ranking scale.
71 is still a D in class. So
but 71 is a decent movie. Like,
yeah. But I'm sticking to my 62.
Yeah, I'm thinking it should be like a 40. So if we have to, our ranking scale is gonna be: go see it in the movie theater, wait for it to be on DVD, don't see it at all. And this is knowing what we know now. And if I knew what I knew now, I would definitely wait for it to come out on DVD. I don't think you should skip it, but I think I'd wait for it to come out on DVD.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, is DVD Redbox too? Yeah, I'm gonna say Redbox it. Redbox it.
Disney tends to put their shit on Netflix anyway, so I
just
Netflix.
Netflix the fuck out of that.
Yeah, but if you Netflix it, the way people Netflix these days, you might not even actually see it.
Yeah,
Redbox.
we're a week late anyway, so I mean, people probably haven't seen it. So that's a wrap. Thanks for listening. Don't see Solo in the movie theater. That's all. Thanks for watching.